Oh my. Oh my. Oh my.
You are now tuned in to the Revolution Podcast.
Yo, what's good? You know what it is, and you know what it do. It's your boy Jay Love, and as usual, you're tuned in to the Revolution. I'm super excited. As always, I got with me my man Mark DeMoika. Mark, what's going on?
What's going on, people? What's up, man?
Chilling, man. Feeling good.
Hey, man.
You know, it's a beautiful day.
That part.
You know, I also got with me the internationally known, the universally renowned, the ostentatiously famous. You like the way I put that? I'm good with my introductions. I got Miss Butterfly in the building.
I'm in the building looking good. Hey. Hi, everybody.
And you know, we have the first lady. She is at the top of everyone's top 5, top 3 list. You know what I'm saying? She doing it real big. She a boss, like a boss. Give it up for the ridiculously beautiful Miss Shereen Marlene Mercado.
Hey, everybody.
You know, so look, you know, I always got to jump right into it. I'm going to throw this one out there because I tried to get away from this topic. We kind of touched on it before, but it ain't going nowhere, man. We got to talk about this pandemic and COVID and, you know, kids and work and money. And, you know, right now I'm spewing deadly venoms onto, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't got a mask on. And so I'm spewing I'm spewing the venoms. You know what I'm saying? Don't let me touch you because, you know, you're going to die. What we going to do, man? Like, because I'm getting to the place, like, I was trying to be neutral, right? Because, yes, it's a real thing. So don't get mad at me. I know plenty of people who have gotten COVID. It's a real thing. But then I hear stories that just bother me, like a girl that died of COVID, but she had a heart attack and 3 strokes. I didn't know COVID could do that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, you know, I have friends in the medical community that have told me that, you know, hospitals are getting money for each COVID, you know, case that they say is COVID.
Right.
And like, there's just so much information out there. I don't know what is what. And then I got friends who, you know, obviously, you know, I'm a business owner. But I got lots of friends who are business owners, and they're literally dying, stuff that they've put their whole life into. Matter of fact, this place where I'm coming from you right now, my man done been working at this for a long time, the owner of this studio, right? He's struggling with this situation because unfortunately his business is affected because people can't, you know, really come in here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what do we do, man? Like, am I tripping? Like, am I crazy? Like, you even hear my voice? Like, I'm, you know, it's going up octaves and everything. Like, come on.
But
I'm
that's normal for you.
It's
so.
definitely crazy right now. You can't do anything. I can't even cough in my own privacy without me like, oh, COVID-19. We can't do anything. It's ridiculous. And also these store owners are like getting besides their stuff. Like, chill out. I'm going to walk back to the car and get my mask. Give me a second.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they ready to lock up on you and fight over a mask.
Right.
It's definitely changed everything. Like, it's not simple no more.
Well, I mean, simple is, I think that's going to be a word that is not going to be in the vocabulary anytime soon. But I think, you know, as everything we do on this show is the dialogue needs to happen. I think people really, really need to start talking about it and not just on the surface. We really got to get to the bottom of what is the issue. I mean, is it people's prejudice? Is it people's, you know, naivety? Is it people's, you know, fear? All these things that play into this thing. And unfortunately, we live in this digital world that, you know, pretty much whatever they say, most people believe. And so it's like, well, how do we combat that? Those are the conversations that need to be had outside the digital situation, that they really have to have dialogue, and then that's where the issues really lie.
I just think all of this is just putting yourself in a place of fear for isolation, division. And for the first 2 months, I was really locked up with my kids. I mentioned this last time. Jake has a really bad lung, so I was terrified. We wouldn't get any kind of food outside of the house. I was the only one doing the grocery shopping.
No, food. COVID can't live on food. You know that?
Well, I didn't know at the beginning, but we were talking about this yesterday too.
Uber Eats is immune to COVID.
Right? But even at a restaurant, you put the mask on, you go sit down, you take it off. We're all breathing the same air still.
I'm
it's
sorry.
it's a
But if
false
it was on the
confidence.
food, they threw it in the oven and it's dead. So I'm just like,
Right.
I mean, all these things that we heard about, it can't live in certain, temperatures, but it's been 103 degrees outside for the past 3 days. Are we still, COVID still living around
But
here?
they-
Right. I thought it
But
died.
even that,
in
they
heat.
said, but they changed the thing. That's what I'm saying. There's so much information,
Right.
and information that contradicts itself,
Everything.
right? So they said that, but then they said, well, no, that's not the case. That's not true either, right? And then, I was about to go get a 40 of hydroxychloroquine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the African lady was on some, I have saved 350
Right,
people.
right.
Believe it, you can watch, you can see.
I saved 350 people, right? So I was
I
like,
saw that,
hey,
too.
I was about to get a 40 of hydroxychloroquine and throw that to the
Right.
back of the throat. You know what I'm saying? Like, just do the thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Pass it around.
I'm like, well, she is very emotional and on fire for this. This must be some truth to this. I'm
Okay.
like, it's a cure.
But see, to her point, all you have to do is be excited and sound real convincing for everybody else to believe it.
Right.
But that's the world we live in.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So
I didn't
somebody
make
said
up.
it. They were excited.
Watch these D's, brother. Watch.
It's
Watch
like,
how
oh
you
my
do
God,
these.
I did this.
Well,
I have the cure.
What's interesting though is that didn't a doctor before her from Texas, like 3 months before her, say that there was a cure, and I think that was the same drug that was announced then.
Well, yeah, because remember Trump was talking about hydroxychloroquine
So
and the other thing, the chaser that goes with it, the chaser. So you take shots of the chaser. But it's just like, man, because like Sharif, for example, like I know this mess with your money, right? This whole
Right.
situation mess with your money, and it's like, to a certain point, like in the beginning, and I'm just assuming this while I'm asking a question. You're like, okay, I get it. We got to do because remember in the beginning, the lockdown was 2 weeks,
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, cool. We got to do
Vacation.
this. We got to do
Right.
vacation.
Right.
But I figured, okay, we got to do this. If we do this, we shut down. It's only 2 weeks. We'll be all right, and we go on living our lives.
Right.
5 months later, whatever the time is, like
5.5, we still
Yeah.
on lockdown.
with,
Stuck.
with no end in sight.
Right.
With no end in sight, it's like, how do you? Okay, because it messed with your money. Now it's messing with you because your kids is in school, and it's like, but you're the teacher, the principal, the lunch lady, the security guard. Like,
I didn't sign up for none of that.
That's exactly what I'm saying. It's
Right.
hard. And even going further than that, what about the people that we were just talking about this? I mean, drugs are at an all-time high. Alcoholism is at an all-time high because everybody's home and bored.
They looking for an escape, Sheree.
Right. It's like,
They're
I
like-
can't work. I can't do anything. I'm chained by control. What can I do? Let me just utilize the little freedom I have and make the most of my stay home. So yeah, I think, and then small businesses. And even when that was happening, I mean, I'm a planner anyways, right? So I had savings. But what about people that are living paycheck to paycheck?
ain't no more
Before-
paychecks.
Right.
Hey, unemployment is at an all-time high right now. Hey, I should have chose unemployment over essential worker.
Hmm.
They getting paid. They getting paid like $1,200 a week.
Which only leads
Who
to the
getting
other.
paid $100 a week?
You better do your research.
Man, I need some of that. I need,
Yes.
But then now the other issue with that is some people, because of unemployment, are making more than they were when they were working.
Who
So
gonna want to go back?
exactly. So now employers are calling back like, no, like you just doubled, like the government doubled my income. I don't want to go
Right.
back now,
Right.
which is only a bigger issue.
Right. Well, and then the scary part is if you do go back to work, you can get fired, so you can get back on
Or
unemployment.
COVID.
So it's
Or COVID.
Yes, it's crazy.
Okay, and let's throw one more thing on top of the fire. On top of all of that, they talking about a vaccine is coming, and now they're saying if you don't take the vaccine, you're not going to be able to do essential things, like you won't be able to get goods and services, and you know.
Control, control,
Oh,
control,
hell no.
control.
Oh,
so,
hell no.
So how are we gonna work that one out? My question to you is: are you getting the vaccine?
I ain't getting
I want to ask the
vaccinated.
same thing.
I ain't getting
What
vaccinated.
about you, Sheree?
I don't
Nope.
even get the flu
No,
shot.
no.
I don't even get the flu shot. Why am I get this magical vaccine?
I'm gonna just find somebody that's down to go get it, and then I'm gonna hang around them for a week to see, like, okay, what symptoms?
Guinea pig.
Yeah, what symptoms my homegirl got?
Hey, it's
but are
only
you
a
gonna
monkey
sit
tail.
with them with
It's
a
only
couple
mon-
years? 'Cause what if there's
No,
long term?
no.
Well, make sure you bring a black light because they're gonna be glowing in the dark. So.
Yeah, that's scary. I wonder what the side effects will be.
It don't matter.
But they're not even
Diarrhea,
gonna find
shortness
out.
of
You're gonna
breath.
grow a monkey tail.
No, it's gonna be anal leakage.
Right.
Oh, shit.
You're gonna have diarrhea. You're gonna have shortness of breath.
You
you're gonna
can't go
have,
into Walmart no more.
You're gonna have nausea. You're gonna have the same old stuff that every
And now on the
drug
black
has.
market, because whatever they using to track that you did or did not take the vaccine, right? The mark, quote unquote, that everybody
Yeah.
keep talking about,
Right.
which is whatever. But now you're gonna have on the black market, like, hey,
They gonna have bootleg ones,
hey,
huh?
I got that mark. you need that situation. Like, hey,
To pretend.
hey, look, I'm trying to tell you.
No, it's real.
Cause look, I know the spot on Alvarado to get your IDs. So you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So
That's so funny.
They're gonna have the same thing. They're gonna have everything
You know
else.
it's coming.
got
You
your
know it's coming.
You got your vaccine. right
COVID
here.
vaccine part 2.
yeah. Like,
Well,
hey, psst, psst, hey.
Black label.
You know what I mean? Like, hey, look here. I got that for you right here. You know? So it's like, okay, now let's throw another thing on top of that. On top of all that, we got this crazy election, right? Let's throw one more thing on top of it. And on top of all that, we got all of the racial divide and things going on and people, you know what I'm saying? So we got all of these things going on all at the same time. Like, and then, okay, we was just talking about, let's throw the children's on top of that. They stealing children's every day, right? Jeffrey Epstein and the white lady, I don't even know her name. You know, they was over there pimping kids on the island. All of this is going on. How do you sit back and go, and on top of all of that, you see, I'm gonna keep throwing stuff.
It's
Can't-
really crazy.
For people who trying to find some relief and some hope and some whatever, you can't go to church unless you pull up in the drive-through. You know what I'm saying? And you know, you got a distance, and you know what I'm saying? Like, don't lay hands on me, cuz just do like that from over there. Just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just do it from right over there. You know?
It's no
Get that Benny
outlet.
hand going on.
It's no outlet for us.
You
So
know.
it's gonna drive us all to be crazy. We're gonna be like, whoo, mad cow. We're gonna bring the mad cow disease back because it's no outlet for us.
Well, you see, there was that big house party in Hollywood. They rented that mansion, and some dude just wild out started shooting people. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And it's like, because I just think that at some point, and this is my personal theory, so whatever, don't nobody get mad at me, but allegedly, I think that, after the election, I think they just magically gonna be like, hey, we in phase 3. Everybody, you can go to restaurants.
I agree.
If you want to wear a mask, if you feel comfortable, do it. If not, it's cool.
I
Just
agree
don't
with
breathe
that.
on people.
I agree.
Don't breathe
Yeah.
on people.
Well, my main thing after all this goes is what is this movie gonna look like?
right.
Mhm.
It's like we
what's
living
the
in
movie gonna be like? Because
we living in the Jumanji 3rd level.
I mean, you think about Contagion. You think about all these other movies that had this similar
Mhm.
feeling to it.
Mhm.
What is this? What is this version gonna look like?
Mhm.
And then because are you going to put, like you say, you added all these things on top of it, racism, lack of job, all these things that are very important by themselves, but now they're layered on top of a pandemic as well. So now it's like it's the multiplication of it, the power and behind it is going to be, and then how do we tell our kids? How do we raise them? How do we have these conversations? How do we give them hope? Because, we lived in, when Ebola came out, we were all freaking out, but nobody had a mask on. We weren't on quarantine, but this thing was deadly. I mean, it was literally deadly. Like he died instantly practically. But now, we're masked up and we're all worried and we're almost 6 months deep
Mhm.
behind fear of,
Look.
and I don't want to, downplay it as, the flu plus, but,
Look, I'm going to take it back to Living Color. It's a conspiracy. You dig? I'm sorry. People go get mad at me. But I'm taking my stand right here. I was trying to be in the middle, but I'm taking my stand right now. You know what I mean? I'm not, but no.
You're not falling for the
Yeah.
banana and tailpipe?
No, man, this
Okay,
is
just
not,
checking.
this is
Yeah.
not what they telling us. This is not,
Oh, yeah.
it's not a global pandemic. It is a global hijacking. It's conditioning large masses of people
Yep.
to do what a very select few people say that we should do. You know what I mean? Look, if you do the numbers, again, yes, people are getting COVID.
Yes.
I agree 100%. But if there's over 359 million people in the United States and 158 some thousand people died, that means less than 0.5% of the population died off of this thing.
Yeah.
Right? Call me crazy, call me whatever, but I don't think that is like, you know what a global pandemic is? When the Black Plague came through and 2/3 of the world's population died. 2/3. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? When
Right.
100 million people die, that's a lot of people. And
Yeah.
maybe it's like, Jay, chill out. We ain't got to 100 million yet. Okay, but how many people, and again, I'm not trying to sound like all these other folks, but how many people have cancer killed? How many,
Mhm.
you know, I mean, steal your thing, tuberculosis. You know what I mean?
And no one's talking about
Apparently, tuberculosis kill a lot of
TB
people.
has killed a lot of people.
Mhm.
Up to this point, it's killed, millions
Yep.
comparative to COVID. But
Yep.
yet we're not talking about TB. Yeah, you get tested or whatever when you got to go to school or whatever. But the point is that it's still here
Okay.
and it's still killing people. So,
Yep.
but we're not having
How
that
many
conversation.
has
Right,
DUI?
suicide.
Well,
Yeah, suicide.
Suicides is, I mean, especially, I guess you can call those COVID deaths as well.
Exactly. That's
Murder,
my point.
HIV,
Exactly.
hit your toe, black eye, got beat up by my man. Everything is going down in history as COVID-19. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
She said beat up by my man.
Yeah,
So I
it's
don't want to
like, okay,
downplay. No,
my
I don't want
eye
to
is
downplay
black.
that. I just thought that was
My
kind
eye
of funny
is
you put that
black.
in there.
It's due to COVID. They're gonna write it down no matter what.
I
It's
hear
COVID.
You. I hear
Well, yeah,
you.
because y'all's locked up in the house too long.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Right.
sick of you hearing you, so he
You sick of looking at him?
yeah,
And you sick of talking?
COVID,
right.
clack, clack.
Right.
Not my situation, but
No,
She's like, just to clarify.
just to clarify,
just to
Just to
Yes,
put that
yes,
out there.
It was a hypothetical.
Right.
Just-
Speaking for a friend.
yeah, speaking for a friend.
this is not a butterfly edition.
Or
Right.
even, but even my friend here to the left of me is single. Like, okay, you know what you can't meet nobody in COVID. They might
Right.
kill you.
Or they might have
Right.
missing teeth, like
Right.
like
No, don't you know? Don't you know that the dating apps and everything else is adjusted to COVID? You are
my
interested in meeting with mask only over video? Like it's all fixed to
Wow.
COVID.
That's so Really?
Yep. I mean, I was speaking for a friend.
I
That's
wasn't looking.
crazy.
I was
I
like, that
wasn't on
sounded
Plenty
like
of
you
Fish.
knew.
I mean,
like you knew.
do you want me to show you? I'm just
some information. Like,
Wow.
yeah.
My friend was not on Plenty
Wow.
of Fish. That was not her. Okay?
Right. Thank you.
That's crazy.
you.
though. No, but that's interesting though, is because
It is.
that's going to be the new norm.
Yeah.
Is
but it's already bad enough that people don't know how to communicate nowadays.
No, true that.
It's bad enough. Like I be talking to these, younger cats. I be trying to school them on some things, and they don't even know how to talk to girls anymore. And
We
now how
talked
to,
about that.
they don't know. And now you for real not gonna know. Like you gotta holler at a girl over the dating app that with a mask on while you video chatting.
Yeah, it's
face
so
shield,
crazy.
the whole. I mean, that's crazy.
How do you even build something off of that?
You
Like,
can't.
Well,
You can't. Like, even going to the market isn't fun anymore. You can't be like, oh, he's handsome or she's nice. Like, cause they're covered. Like, it's like, okay, they're a jacker.
You gotta-
Like, I get scared going to the store. It's like, all right, this person is going to rob me. This person, I can't see their full face. Like, even my cell phone sucks right now because I can't open it. Everything
It's
is just
COVID.
crazy.
It's COVID.
Well,
my
you got to
phone
look at the
goes-
eyes, be like, girl, you got some pretty eyes.
you got to smize, as
You-
Tyra
you know.
Banks would say. You got to smize.
Them,
Yeah, it's all
them
bad.
eyes is beautiful, but have a busted up mouth. But well, girl, them eyes.
Mm-hmm.
But I guess, but this how I guess in the Muslim world, you holler at a girl through her eyes because of the
Interesting.
burqa.
They
know what I'm
winning.
Interesting. I mean, we all understand what that feels like now. I mean, and so let's even think about it. Are you prejudging people based on what you see? Because you can't see the full face. Now it's like, now you really got to talk game. You really got to speak from the heart.
I don't think any of that's happening though.
No, but I'm
Yeah.
just.
None of it, Mark. You're
I just
trying to
thought
make it
that was-
romantic.
About-
but I don't think
I know
any
he's
of
trying
it's
to
throw that out
happening.
there.
People worried about who gonna watch their kids. People
wise
worried
one
about
is
all
also
kind of stuff. I don't
romantic.
think
No,
people
no,
even
no,
really interested in dating right now. It's just too crazy. It's like I'm scared to hold hands, get a back rub, get my door open. I'm just scared of all that.
Wow. But that's real.
She said, "Hold on."
Amongst
She
the
said,
dogs.
Hold on.
Amongst
I don't
the
think you can get it
puppies.
from your back. So
You
that's
gotta go.
right
You
there.
gotta go down the list. She said, "I'm scared to hold hands, get a
Yes.
back rub."
Right.
Yes.
I'm like,
Open door.
Open my door. I was scared to even eat the cheesecake.
Uh-oh.
I ain't tell y'all, but J Love had some leftover cheesecake. I was like,
It looks
let
good.
me. I don't know, God. Please don't let this have COVID.
Wow. But no, but you're saying something real. I mean, let's be real about it. I mean, to that, I mean, it seems we're laughing and joking, but to be truthfully honest, how are people really dealing with it? Because there are people who are far worse. I'm not saying that you're over the top, but there are people who they don't do anything.
Right.
Their house has been scrubbed down every week and they ain't left. Why
Right.
did you have to scrub it every week? But those kind of things. And so you're locked in your home, and we're talking how it's a mental state and how it becomes an issue as well.
I mean, still, we talking 5-6 months in,
Right.
and it's hard still to get cleaning supplies.
Yeah.
Right.
To get I'm like,
where's
what?
the toilet paper?
No Lysol.
No, last week,
No Lysol.
this past week, you couldn't find. My cousin posted something from Atlanta that they couldn't find toilet bowl cleaner. What the heck is toilet bowl cleaner doing?
Oh, it's all the cleaning supplies.
No, but it's like, what is that gonna do, though?
But here's the
sponges,
thing: people are
everything.
stocking it up
Right.
as if
It's the new dope.
this great apocalypse is going down.
It's the new dope.
You know what I mean? I still ain't seen no zombies.
It's the new dope. I'm gonna be slanging them sponges, fool. You better come get them.
Right.
I got them Lysol disinfectant wipes.
No,
What
but
you need,
remember,
what you need.
there was a moment when you couldn't find Purell to save your life,
for
hand
sure.
sanitizer.
For sure. That
Yeah.
first
Like,
month,
I
you
was
forget it.
literally about to be on the block like a crack dealer. Like,
Right.
hey, I got that hand sanitizer, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you go to Costco right now, yo, they got it on by the bundles,
Yeah.
and they got it on sale.
Yeah.
And they so
I saw
which
that
like
at Walmart
to-
yesterday.
To me, I'm a hustler, man. That tells me y'all hustling this game.
Yes.
Right? You
What
know
about
I mean?
the masks?
Yes.
Right.
How
Mask.
much money?
Well, it's funny you say that. I met a guy who we bought a car from. I reached out to him. Hey, what's going on? How you doing during this situation? Oh, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm like, all right, so what you doing? Oh, I'm slinging them masks and gloves. I'm like,
Seriously.
That's the new. I'm
I
about
mean-
to
That's the
write
new
that
thing.
but I
down.
mean, but it's the hustle because here's the
Yeah.
thing: if it's going to be the next thing, and if everybody's going to be wearing them for at least the next year,
Yes.
Longer, I'm sure.
well, I'm hoping not, but
With you.
it is what it is. But I mean, you think about it. I mean, if you go to work every day and you wear a suit, that means your suit got to match your mask
Yeah.
because you can't just be wearing okey doke. You can't wear the one straight from the hospital because they don't work. But at least you want to be fly when you step out. So now it's this whole different situation. We had this conversation about masks a couple weeks ago, and it's like, well, I mean, they're everywhere. Every corner you see it, $5, $5. I'm like, man, that's a
That's
nickel.
a come up.
That's a nickel bag and a heartbeat.
Yes.
And they getting them, and there's no taxes. I mean, really, do you?
Cash business.
I'm like, man, this is ridiculous. And
You
I'm
just
sitting at
reminded
home.
me I need to go get my mask hustle.
Yes. We need to come up with a mass
how many,
business.
Well, here's the thing. How many when we went through the alley a couple weeks ago? Every other shop had selling masks. So it's
Yeah.
like, go get your mask and start do your slang.
Yeah,
It's
you
just
know, you got
ridiculous.
to get the little designer mask, and then for the kids, they got the SpongeBob mask, and the whole like that. You just remind I got to get my mask hustle on, man. I'm sleeping. I need to get this mask money. You know what I'm saying? I need to be on that block. I need to get my distribution
We
network
need to find
straight.
somebody that custom masks. Holla at us, the revolution. We need our own masks.
That's true.
Yeah, that would be hot.
But I think the biggest issue, honestly, is going to be depression for people too. Because I'm not
Ugh.
like a sad person. I
Right.
love people. I like going out and talking to people. But being home when I don't have my boys, I was falling into like I need to stay busy. And I'm thinking if I am, I know so many more
Right.
people are. I had a
Right.
woman reach out to me on Instagram, and she was saying, this is really hard because my mom's starting to get really depressed. She's older, but we won't visit her to protect her. I'm
Right.
like, go visit your mother.
That's your mother.
That
I
is
mean,
if you're hearing those cries for help, she doesn't have her husband with her. What
Right.
are you thinking?
Right.
Hey,
To
what?
me, that's worth the risk. To people
Right.
need
Yeah.
people.
Hey, I'm gonna admit
Yeah.
this. Look, because allegedly, those of y'all who know me, I got a lot of energy, and I'm always all over the place. But
Are
allegedly.
Oh my god.
He said allegedly.
He said allegedly.
Yeah, Let's
Allegedly.
put that in quotes.
But when I'm at home and I don't got nothing to do, like I've been napping. I don't nap. Like,
Yeah.
but I'll be on some.
Right, it's easy to slip and
like,
sleep.
just not like because I just feel like what is like, and I do like y'all know I'm super optimistic. I'm Mr. Happy all the time or whatever. But when I'm at home and there's only so much TV you could watch.
Right.
Right.
There's only so much Netflix, and shout out to Amazon Prime, the movie I Love You movie on Amazon Prime streaming right now. Go check it out. But like, there's only so it's like I literally find myself going like, yo, what am I doing with my life?
Mhm.
Right.
You
Like,
get in your own
yo.
head.
Yeah, no,
And
and I
that's-
really get on
It's a
some
horrible
like.
place to be in.
I
by
really
yourself.
get on some like just like, man, like I'm not doing nothing. Like, I'm a
Yes.
loser, man.
Right,
Like,
right,
look
right.
at me. And I got all this stuff going on, but when I'm by myself
Right.
and just like clicking with the remote
Right.
and there's nothing going on, I'm like, man, like I don't know. I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
my life is going to nothing.
Oh no, not to
No, but
nothing.
no, really,
you're
that's
real,
very
though.
correct. Now,
You're
what
real.
about the people that don't have that natural optimism, that have nobody in their life to push them now because everybody's isolated?
Right.
Oh, they for real jumping off a bridge.
That's what I'm
'Cause
saying.
I
The
Like,
feel-
it's a
depression
real
is real.
thing.
Yeah, like you
Well-
said, Sherry. Like everybody's gonna either be angry, depressed, or
High, drunk.
yeah, something.
Well, it's like
Seriously.
it's like I tell my daughter, she's getting ready to go to college and she wants to be a psychologist. And I told her, I say, start really thinking about, if you look at what we're going through now,
Mhm.
10 years from now, these people are really going to be open to have this conversation because they ain't been talking in the first place. So who they going to come to? You position yourself.
Her clients are being made now. Is that what you're trying to tell her? Her clients are being made now. You're right.
I'm trying to be truthfully honest with
Yeah.
her because that is the truth. I mean, we had this conversation coming over here about, the depression is a big thing. And, we're thinking there are going to be more people dying from the depression
Agreed.
from this situation than the situation itself is caused. And nobody wants to talk about that. I mean, mental health has been the taboo subject forever.
Yes.
And nobody, and especially people
Yep.
of color, do not want to ever have this conversation because they think they cool.
Yep.
And then black men, unfortunately, because machismo and bravado, and I'll say Hispanic men as well, but machismo and bravado have killed many of men because we never have this conversation that I'm not cool. We play the game that, I'm all this, I'm all that, and I'm straight, but deep down inside, you're dying.
Well, and one thing I forgot to throw on top of all the stuff I done threw on it, because this just reminded me, like I was telling y'all this week, I was watching Baby A, and he's trying to do his work,
Right.
and
Yeah.
I'm bored out my mind because I got to sit there right with him. I don't know why I'm back in school.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
On the computer, yeah.
But
Right.
like I'm sitting watching this kid, like he's trying, but he's losing his mind. Like just like, oh my God, this lady's still talking. And then there's
The same thing you was doing when you was that age.
Yeah, and he's
Ah,
like
the lady's
50
talking again.
15 kids on the screen and they're over talking each other,
Right.
and then she don't really know how to use the technology. So she's like, oh my God,
It's
hold on.
crazy.
Right. But I'm like, I feel so bad. Like I almost felt like telling him, like, you know what, dude, forget school. Don't even
Yeah,
trip.
yeah.
Like we gonna be rich
But
anyway.
I feel like that's kind of the equivalent of when we take our kids to church when they're younger, right?
Mm.
Like they lose focus being there.
Mhm.
Now imagine making them watch that online when that's already hard enough as an adult to sit there and not be in
Wow.
it. That to me, that's the same thing.
Well,
How
it's-
can you expect that?
It's funny you say that because, I'm a youth advisor at my church
Mhm.
for 5th and 6th graders. And, they're all trying to do this thing. I was like, I don't even want to be part of it.
Right.
Because unfortunately, I get it, what you're trying to accomplish, but what are we really accomplishing due to the fact that these kids ain't paying attention?
That's
Right.
my
And if you're
point.
not engaging them the way they're engaged, so if it ain't like an Instagram post, or if it's not like a YouTube situation or something that's gonna be colorful and got some
Mhm.
music, they ain't listening. So
I got a solution.
Oh,
You ready?
Yep.
Tell us, J-Lo.
They should do school outside on the football field.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
please tell me when I could drop my kids off.
Exactly, because
Please.
like I didn't sign up to be no teacher, lunch
Thank
lady,
you.
first aid. Like I knew I wouldn't be good being a teacher, so that's why I didn't go to school to be a teacher.
Not only that, what about providing for them?
Yeah, now I am forced to cook, clean, wake up, and the living room is where they go, and it's driving me crazy.
Well-
okay, I think I'm okay. AA mean I'm getting depressed.
no, and on top of on top of it, then you got to go to work and like you
Yes,
said,
and
you
still
gotta provide. How
provide.
do you do that?
Like yesterday, okay, I had a photo shoot, studio session. I'm like, you guys, y'all about to be employed, make $20 a day, carry my bags, carry
Okay,
this,
okay.
hold this. Like I'm employing my children right
That's
now.
awesome.
That's what I'm doing. That's,
That's
my
awesome.
way of fixing it because
Employed. They should be
they
interns.
employed.
They need to be interns.
They
Hey,
employed
I ain't paying
already.
nobody nothing.
Here's the thing about it though is that you.
But
you
it teaches them
Yeah.
Well,
to
you
be
have to-
independent.
You definitely
You're
have
doing it right.
beyond just paying them. Now you have to teach them to be responsible for the money,
Yes.
and that's something that we don't
Yeah.
talk about.
Oh, and after that, I let my daughter go get her deodorant, her personal hygiene stuff. Soon as like
Oh,
we
she go
left,
buy her own stuff?
she went and bought her deodorant, toothbrush. Like I'm teaching them
So see, she's
financial
doing it right.
independency. You know what I
Well-
mean? And they're 6 and 5.
Well, look,
Mhm.
that's
I don't-
awesome.
I don't know what the answer is, but y'all need to holler at us because I'm depressed. I'm excited.
Oh my goodness.
I'm
You
losing
bipolar?
it.
But
Yeah.
that's you on a regular day.
You're
All
bipolar.
over. That's you on a regular day.
But look, get at us at the Revolution Podcast on Instagram. We want to hear from you. As always, it's myself, it's your boy Mark DeMoica.
Peace and love.
You know what I mean? We got Butterfly in the
I'm
building
here.
and Miss Lady Cherie Marlene Mercado.
Hey.
And so, we love hearing from you, man. You know what it is. It's the Revolution Podcast. As always, reach for the best, reach for success, but most of all, reach for God because God is love and love is everything. We going to see y'all in a minute, man.
Thank you for joining us. make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We want to hear from you. Instagram at The Revolution Podcast, at JLoveOfficial, and at Mars Mindset.